Hello, my name is Stephen Champion, and I've been asked to share an idea that teachers could use in their classroom. And I believe this idea could be used across the curriculum. And we also have counsel that our children should be involved in agriculture. It's just kind of magical to put seeds in the ground and then watch them grow. And my students can journal. They journal activities, beginning with putting the seeds into the ground and then when they broke through the ground and how tall they are after how many days, and just throughout the year. And then we also have the benefits of eating some of the fruits of our labors. So I just think I think you'll have a good experience with it if you try it. You may not be successful right away, but keep getting more information and keep pursuing it, and I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. Your students will for sure have a lot of fun with it. I've done this in several schools that I've been in, and it's always kind of the same result. It's a good result. So I would start with the hydroponic gardening, unless you're already gardening outside. I mean, I think that's preferable. We have an outside garden and a hydroponic garden. But one thing about hydroponics, it's easier to control pests and diseases. It's a very controlled environment. But, we've had we had an herb hydroponic garden this past year, and the parents just love it. They like to come in and see how the plants are doing, and they like to clip some leaves off. We had some basil this year. We had about 8 basil plants, and they were a hit. And we had a lot of people who were loving the basil. We grew large tomato plants. So I would recommend letting your students be involved. They love to research these things out, see who could come. What I've done in the past is I've had the students actually go in and find a hydroponic garden that they would like to build and build a materials list. And then we look at the cost. You can use math. You can use science. There's so many ways to bridge this across the curriculum. But fractions that we were just talking about in the teacher conference is a wonderful way to show fractions and have them learn about fractions and how to divide things up. But all in all, the real benefits are the fruits of the labor. We had a big crop of kale, and the students were they liked the kale because they grew it, but when we had the kale chip, everyone loved kale. And so you just do it and, YouTube it, like I said, and let the students be involved. Start out, small, inexpensive, till you can convince people, your board, that you need a little bit of money in your budget to do this. You can grow plants in opaque gallon jugs, in used bottles. You just need a little, you Google it. I'm not going to go into the details of it because there's so much good information out there. You'll be excited to see all there is, and you can get started and have some of the same fun yourself.